Hello people, this is Cobra and this is Let's Play Dragon Age 2 Blind. Last time, we broke into a group of slavers' house and killed them. Because they were slavers. I'm pretty sure that's legal. Now, well, let's look around. Ooh, more letters! Hawk. If you're looking for work, there's a rich merchant in Hightown who's got trouble with his mining operation. If you haven't heard of the Bone Pit. Ominous. The local says it's cursed. I don't put much stock in it, but I had to turn down the job because of marchers in my crew making the rest superstitious. Go speak to Hubert Bartia in the Hightown market if you're interested. Well, sure, I can do some side quests. A dwarf named Anso contacted the Red Iron looking for contract work. Wish I could take him up on it, but we're pressing business, so I recommended you. The dwarf pays well, so don't be a fool, miss out. Look for Anso in the Low Town Bazaar at night if you're interested. Interesting. What? You got anything to say?
So, what? Are you here to gloat? Gamlen's the idiot again. Gamlen's the fool who can't hold his money when it's given in a bloody silver basket. I tried, you know, when Leandra left, but no one was ever going to live up to her.
What was she like? As a girl?
We're only a year apart. But that was time enough for Leandra to get our parents wrapped firmly around her little finger. They showed her off at every opportunity. The beauty, the scholar, the light of their lives. As far as they were concerned, they should have stopped there.
I've seen the nobles in this town. Your parents must have had a fortune. Where did it all go?
Well, it's not like I stood at the side of the wharf and hurled it over. I tried to invest it. I got some good tips on trade in Kunari cheeses. And, you know, a man's got needs. I'm not denying I spent more on myself than I should have, but I figured it'd all work out.
Well, at least you're honest about it.
So, the best way to make Daddy love you was to steal his money?
I changed their filthy sheets and wiped their chins through 2 bouts of the cholera, and the last word Father said was... Leandra. I'm not looking for love, but at least I got the money.
Wow. Look, you were a dick, man. I won't deny that, but wow. That's tough. I mean, in no way does it justify what you've done, and I'm still pissed at you for stealing our money. But wow, that's rough.
Hello, Lord Carver.
We're still a long way from cowing Templars with our titles, brother.
You could slap on a smile for a few days, for her sake.
She's not interested in what I think. She wants to provide for us, and you're making sure it happens. And when we're done, I don't know, I guess we'll sit around thinking about how great we used to be. Mother didn't even want that life back until we got dumped here. And you only care because we're under Templar scrutiny.
The second child act is getting pretty stale, brother.
Try it from this side. Always running after you, or taking care of Mother while you mark your territory.
That's enough, Carver.
Even back home, what could I be? The lone blade in a house of mages. If I excelled, it brought too much attention. That was a waste, eh? Could have found my fortune if Bethany was going to die on your watch anyway.
Feel better getting that off your chest?
I suppose.
Good. Because I keep every death with me. If you want that weight, be sure you're ready to take it. Well, good talk.
Brother. I feel... I don't know. It's like Mother taking everything out on us. She was just scared. I don't have a place in the life she is trying to bring back. I'm here if you need me, but I must find my own way.
Whoa. That was... Whoa. That was something straight out of a movie. And I mean that in a... Wow. I would say I was generally impressed with that scene. Go BioWare! You know... Wow. Mother?
When I told your grandmother I was marrying your father, she threatened to disown me. She said my children would be mongrels. My father wanted to lock me in, but she told him it's her life, let her ruin it. I wrote to her when each of you were born. She never wrote back. I'm glad she didn't die hating me.
The estate is yours. Why are we still here?
Technically, the house is now property of the Viscount, since its owner died without an heir. If we went there now, we would just be squatters. But if the Viscount acknowledges our rights, we can get back more than the house. We can get back our name.
Yeah, you shouldn't worry too much about people like that.
Your mother's dead. Let it go.
When I was a girl, your grandmother was the young, beautiful, noble mother all my friends wished they had. She might have had a hard time accepting it at first, but she would have loved you, all three of you. Oh, Bethany. She was such a sweet little girl. Never cried, just looked at you with those big eyes.
I doubt she would have wanted us to.
Bethany would want you to move on, Mother. Be happy about what we have.
I just keep thinking there's something we could have done. It's killing me. I remember that awful creature reaching down and 18 years of loving and feeding and raising, and that was it.
What?
Blame the Darkspawn, not yourself.
The Darkspawn would have been happy with any prey. It was my fault it was Bethany. I miss her.
As do we
There were
all.
4 of us when the Blight began. It will never be over while there are just 3. I've written to the Viscount. I've an audience for after Bartrand's expedition leaves. I couldn't do anything for Bethany, but with luck, I can at least give us a home.
Wow, I need to get out of here. This is getting too much. That was a couple of emotional charged scenes. Let's see. Yeah, sure, let's go up here first. Okay. I'm gonna say I like the whole theme of having a family. Funny thing is, it's the family my mage had, or could have had, before he was shipped off to the big tower prison.
Varric, do you do anything?
Am I the next stop in your career evaluations? Joy of joys.
You watch and you talk. Is that it?
You are dismissing hallmarks of both the utterly ineffectual and the incredibly dangerous.
I don't know what you mean.
It means coins flow when I talk and when I shut up. Like if you got paid to guard or unguard.
That makes no sense.
Good.
I like the party bander. Hello, Sabrius.
More mages. You talk. I'm going to ask the guards about their training.
I know your face. I am Tobias. You and that man are both orcs. I remember your father. Malcolm was a good man.
I found a letter you sent about a friend of his you could not name.
Ah, the Templar. Your father could not write to him directly, lest the Order find out.
The Templar?
He allowed your father to leave Kirkwall. Rule is not served by caging the best of us. A wise man.
Okay.
Not what I would expect from a Templar.
There was a time when the rules of the Order could be interpreted to suit a situation. Unlike these days.
Ah yes, the question of following the spirit of the law or the letter of the law.
I will send the letter I held. It seems fitting that they return to family.
Why, thank you.
Such a friendship. Few like your father remain. Even fewer like the Templar. Rest well at the Maker's side, Sir Morivar Carver.
Okay, interesting. It's funny, I've been looking at some other playthroughs of Dragon Age 2. Not more than I myself have played, of course. But all those I've seen, there have been rogues or warriors, and in that case, this guy, Carver, didn't survive, but Bethany did. And it's funny, the whole how the theme shifts. Here, Carver is frustrated because he's the only one who's not a mage. He's the only one who's not gifted or special. And the other, Bethany, is frustrated because she was gifted and was feels she brought pain. It's kind of funny. And interesting. Well, let's go home. Here, Carver.
Here, I got you something.
Why?
We ended on a tense note last time. Take it as you will.
These are by father. Are you sure they aren't meant for you? I bet another mage could get more out of them. For your service that cannot be omitted, I ask that you accept this trinket and know that I shall respect your name. Thank you, Conscience of the Order, Sir Morivar Carver.
Carver? The Templar who allowed Father to leave Kirkwall. Your namesake.
A Templar? Have we met a Templar who isn't a colossal prig?
Father must have felt he was worth honoring.
A man who let him look ahead. And a name that would always mean skill thoughtfully applied.
Seems like he thought it held some promise.
Not a link back, but how to go forward. That's what I was to him. I don't know what to say, except thank you.
No problemo, bro. Pick you guys up. Oh wait, I got mail. I got mail. Interesting. I take back everything I said about your blind family. You're right, you were the best we ever had. If you're looking for honest work and good coin, come see me in Lowtown. I can keep you busy for a while. Well, I wouldn't mind doing some work. Okay, and now let's go. Let's take a look at the bone pits.